Yo, 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 welcome to Team RaddTitan. Today we're going to be cracking on with the collectors chat. So this is, was it 286? We're going to be, apparently, we're going to be sharing all the latest information. We've been off for a few weeks. There's lots been going on. So we've got so many pictures and things to get through. We'll try and jump on it a minute, show you latest releases from, House of GOG and some Sideshow stuff and Prime 1 stuff and XM stuff. And we've got some fan art stuff. I've recently got a piece in. Alex has recently got a piece in. I don't know if he's got any pictures on there though. Have you?
Yeah, they're not very good because I took them like my camera's fucked at
That's
the moment.
because
So
I take the photos and you should just not take them. But that's okay. We're going to be getting on with that. We'll be running through. We'll be fielding your questions. We'll be taking on any of the subject matters that you want. So if you've got like a nice, if you've got a nice question or anything that you want to ask us, then crack on and do it. Just put it. Obviously, we are a fan channel, so if you want to send us over a super chat, help support the channel and keep us going, we really appreciate that as well. So that would be great. No, darling, it's on the table. Love you. Did you hear it?
no, I didn't hear it.
Funny. All right, yeah. So that's where we're at. So yeah, how are you, man? You okay?
Yeah, just really busy, kind of new job, and that's just keeping me very busy. Kind of been non-stop and just learning loads of stuff, which I'll be able to announce in a little while.
How long?
Probably like a week or two.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I mean, I'll probably announce it now, but it's just yeah, fuck it, should I?
Yeah, announce it. Go. Exclusive. Go.
All right. Yeah. No. So I've I was going to say retired. I resigned again with XM. I was doing some consulting work with them because I've been offered a new role, which would then obviously be conflict of interest. So I'm working for another statue company now, and I've been very fortunate and been in touch with the company for a very, very long time. And yeah, I've just started working with Figurama Collectors. So I'm taking over as their marketing manager. And it's a new role for me and something which I'm planning to learn a lot from. And yeah, it's just keeping me really busy because it is a new job, which I'm kind of been close to it from a sidelines, but now is actually jumping in and doing it is a different matter. But yeah, it's exciting stuff, and been doing it for about a couple of weeks now, and just getting to know the ropes, getting to know the people, and hopefully soon you'll see me doing some more work for them in the public. So yeah,
Awesome.
thanks,
Congratulations, man.
thanks, man, thanks. So yeah, big opportunity, really big opportunity. Got to stop my fucking phones. I'm beeping non-stop. How do I
Busy,
turn
busy,
that?
busy.
Yeah, yes. So yeah, that's something very excited for. So I'm hoping again. I'm learning how they do things at the moment, and they seem like a company where they're very open for me to give them my feedback and sort of I think they're very good at kind of taking that on board and actually I'll be able to make my stamp. So that'd be exciting stuff.
Right.
Uh, Straight in here, actually. So I just want to say huge thanks to Emperor Chin
Your
Chin. I'm
brother?
on the ward today. I'm going to go afterwards and have a few Guinnesses, but
I've got Robinson's pineapple and orange. Dude. I'm fucking living. And I've got fizzy water in there. Living
uh,
it up, living the dream.
how the other half live, hey?
That's
I
it.
actually went to a restaurant the other day, Omar. I was going to text you, and it was called is it Derwish? That was the name of the restaurant. I'm sure that's like similar to your
His
surname.
surname, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So it just reminded me. I was going to take a picture of it. It was like it
Should
was
have
a
done.
Turkish restaurant. Yeah, I totally forgot. After I got
Yeah,
the
he
bill,
could, he could have family from Turkey for sure. He's got
yeah,
that
look,
look.
it's got to look about him. Also, huge thanks to Radd as well. Have another little sip of water.
Where's the questions? Give me the good shit. Cheers. God bless you.
um,
Thank you very much. Thanks for supporting, man.
Thanks both of you. Thank you very much there. And yeah, just go through the comments really quickly. So we don't have as much time as we normally have, but we'll go through them anyway. Kind of show them as we're going along. How you doing, Rome? Happy JCG. Good to see you. It's Mother's Day apparently over there. Ours is on actually March.
Where?
House
Where's
of
it
God.
Mother's Day?
Everywhere else.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everywhere else apart from us. And I think Father's Day is the same everywhere, but Mother's Day is different for some reason. Good to see you here.
You made it.
Guten Tag. Hello, everybody. Guten Tag. Yeah, there's a good bunch here. Make sure you click on the like. Make sure you click on the like, click thumbs up, all the business. And yeah, huge thanks, everyone. Thanks. Appreciate all the kind words.
All right, God
And
bless. Thanks so much.
why did
Why?
CPA? Yeah, we just before coming on board, I really said some bad things about you there, Mr. Sperians. So
Your ears should be
yeah,
ringing, bro. Should be red raw from the shit
so
out of you,
basically,
bro.
you know those 100 photos you sent me 2 minutes before going live. I'm totally going to ignore all of them, and I'm just going to go to your website and do it that way instead because I'm not doing what you said to do. Anywho, so yeah,
The
huge
future
thanks
looks
everyone.
bright for Figurama collectors.
Yeah, huge is bright. Yeah.
This is what I want you to do, Alex. How about no? I'm going to do
Ah,
this instead.
I'm all about, looking at the role, looking at how you do it, and then working out the way to do it as quick as possible with the least amount of effort. That's how I like to do it. It's called streamlining. It's streamlining. So,
Okay.
Um, so yeah, I mean, we'll go straight into the pictures actually because you've got
Oh,
pictures of your pieces and things like that anyway. So might as well just do that. I'll observe the channel as well. Um, Make sure I don't open just the fucking thousand gog pictures. And let me do that way. Let me
okay. So where are we
minimize that.
starting?
So I was actually really close to doing PO the other day.
Who in?
Yeah, I got paid some money in dollars. So I was really close to POing something.
Oh, okay. What are you looking at?
I was like, I got paid some money in like a chunk of change in dollars. So I was just like, you know what? I might buy Noir. And then I just thought about it for a little bit and I'm like,
Are you?
Spider-Man Noir.
Oh, the sideshow piece. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was also close to doing the Iron Spider one, but then I just thought to myself, you know what? You've got 2 Iron Spiders from the original type. Maybe sell one of those before you decide to get another one.
I think that one's the
So
best one. That new one.
I I
Need to
don't
see how the
know.
finish is, though. Need to see how it comes out. But I mean, I like
I
the new one.
I don't like the pose 100% really.
I do.
My problem with the pose is that better or worse? My problem with the pose is it's kind of similar to the original
Oh, Thunder.
Michael Turner. Yeah, well, yeah, they did that, but it's from the Michael Turner art from Civil War #3, and I love that piece. And if Sideshow kept it to the original piece, I know people go, oh, they're copying that custom and all that bullshit, but
Probably
you
why they've
can't
got slight change.
copy. Yeah, you can't copy a custom that's copied an original art. It's an iconic piece of art. I
I
wish
don't know.
Sideshow.
I'll have you know you can. People will say so, but yeah,
Well,
all right.
people will say it, but
They'll be like, I got no originality, yeah, budget twat. See you go, look,
I,
copy the custom statue.
in all fairness, I wish they just did. I wish they did it the original way. I am not 100% sold on the kind of Trinity Matrix pose on it, really. So I looked at it for a while, looked at the pictures, and I was like, I just find it a bit off for me.
What you're saying
So,
to me in plain English is that you got a chunk of change, thought about PRing some stuff, and then you just
and I didn't.
decided to continue to be Jewish and keep the money.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, that's just.
quick
um,
story, funny story.
yeah, I am actually though. I'm literally on 95% sure that I will order
Noir.
the noir.
Is it? It's an exclusive as well, isn't it? They've got an exclusive for that one.
Yeah, I don't really care for the exclusive, but I will order it. That you
Yeah.
have to. Um, so basically, the first thing I want to show, which isn't actually um, a statue, but I just really have to show this because I fucking love it. I absolutely love it. Um, this is an artwork by Riccardo Federici, who he actually did a lot of concept work for XM, and I think he did some great concepts, but I do think he was a bit underused. And this is Devilman versus Serene the Demon Bird.
Oh
This doesn't
yeah.
actually happen in the. It doesn't happen this way, but he's made it so that it's more kind of, you know, displayable. So because she actually shoots her hand at him, which is a bit weird. But so yeah, I just think
They
this
go
is.
through his stomach.
It slices him, and then does it go? I know it ends up through his stomach, but I can't remember if it's after. I think it
Right.
comes.
All right,
I think she shoots
a
it.
simple fucking yes will do, or no.
She
Fine.
shoots it. It slashes him.
Okay.
They carry on fighting, and then
You're
she
gonna carry
summons
on
it
then.
back. And then when she summons it back, it goes through him. And then they both die nearly. But I love this artwork. I think it's stunning. I'm jealous of whoever ordered this. Totally jealous of this.
Absolutely.
Beautiful watercolors. There you go. That's the finished one, and I just think it's absolutely amazing. I'm just going to have to close this and reopen it because I don't like the way that they're displayed. They're not full screen, are they? So open with. I think it's this one. It's meant to be. And we'll then go into the piece that you got through the post. I've still got my one to open, and we can mention that. Present, share screen, window. Here you go. This one should be better now, hopefully. There you go. That's a bit better. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. It's a funny story, really, with this.
Yeah.
Got a message in a group chat with Pop Culture Shock owners, and it was really nice of them. They actually come out and sort of apologized and just said like they were looking through it, and so some of our previous conversations and such, and they don't feel like they handled it very well, and there was some other shit going on at the same time that they were dealing with, which made it worse. So they sort of like said they're really sorry how they behaved, and just as like a, I don't know what you would call it, just as a gesture, they said, look, we're sending you out.
They basically they said that what happened was they were looking through some posts from another company. They read through them and they were like, wow, you can't talk to your kind of fans like that. That's not right. And then they kind of went back thinking, hang on a second, were we in the right or wrong before? They read through some of the messages previously and they were like, you know what? I want to extend an olive branch and say, look, we both said bad things. And we want to send you these as like a good gesture of faith. So that's really, really good of them. And they sent through the twin pack. So George got the war paint, and I got the regular one, which I haven't had a chance to open yet. But yeah, you got this one out, and do you want to go through
Yeah,
it?
I took some pictures of it. I mean, like the story before the story is actually like Pop Culture Shock were going to send us some stuff for review and to send us, and this is 5 years old, this piece, and we was meant to get this upon release. So yeah, it was it got here. It was nice. It was a really nice gesture, and I think very grown up of Ant to actually reach out like that and send that across and basically come forward, because making the initial message, like putting your hand out first, is the hardest part.
Of
Like
course.
of any sort of argument or disagreement, being man enough to be like, look, I didn't handle this in the best possible way, and I'm really sorry. And obviously we spoke there, but the truth be told is the second that people start to understand that anything that's said on here or anything that's said in review regarding by me or Alex is always to the benefit of the company. We just don't believe that lying and making out that everything is okay if it's not, or if there was a problem and just glossing over it. We don't feel like that is beneficial to the community, and we don't feel it's beneficial even to the company. Like at the end of the day, if you're doing a review of a statue and you gloss over all the negative parts and highlight all of the good parts and basically mislead and lie like a salesperson, if you're going to do that, really
Change
what ends up
name to QVT.
yeah, really what ends up happening is you're misleading your fellow man. We're not a statue channel. We're not owned by any particular company. We're a fan channel. So at the end of the day, we're not owned by anybody, so we don't owe anybody anything. We don't have to say anything positive. We don't have to say anything negative. We can just go with however we feel. But in that way, we put the people first instead of putting the companies first, and that's how it should be. It should be customer first, And when something is really good, it gets a great review. When something is good, it gets a good review. When something's not great, it should be called such. And at the end of the day, I don't know, there's a lot of new collectors at the moment, and that's fine. But, me and Alex have been in this game a while, and there was a time when literally for about 2 years, Sideshow only released shit. Everything they released was shit. It was really poor quality, really badly manufactured, really badly painted. And we were calling them out left, right, and centre and saying, look, this stuff is rubbish. And, they got better as a result. XM came into the frame, started making good shit, and it made them lift their game. But this, I think this was under the old management of PCS.
Also, though, during that time in Sideshow's events, they did send us quite a lot of stuff, and we did do some reviews which were not the best. And they did continue to send us stuff. So in their defense,
the reviews were honest, because that's how it goes.
Yeah. Sorry,
but I mean, this actually is nice. I mean, I don't collect like movie pieces. I don't collect 1/3 scale. But I'm a massive Conan fan, a massive Arnie fan. So seeing this was actually a real treat. I've not seen this in person, so seeing this for the first time was a real treat. It was nice. There were some elements on it that I think could have done a little bit better, and there were some elements that I think they did really well. But in the end, it really does look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So
do you think though that because at this time, if this was like older PCS, I'm not sure if it was. I think it was on the cusp, but I think the other side of it was like their price point has always been lower than others. So for 1/3 scale, if you're then comparing it to other movie pieces of a similar size, now like JND and other companies like that, their price point is such a higher amount that you need to judge it based on the point, but also you need to like, obviously the likeness needs to be there of his movie anyway, but you need to then base it upon this is this price point, that's that price point. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but in the end, we got to be careful not to judge things retrospectively. This is a piece that was shown 7 years ago at Con. And so that's when it was made, and when it was finished, when it was painted, and when it was on show was 7 years ago. But so, I mean, the parts that really could have been probably a little bit better. It's probably a little bit of the lines on the snake that's going around the outside of it. But realistically, there's not really much wrong here. I mean, the materials like are good. The boots look great, trousers and the fluff and stuff. Like the fur and all that business, like all the pelt, pelts. They all look great.
You called it to me the other day on the phone. You said, "Oh yeah, the pelt looks great." Blah blah blah. Now you say the fluff.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. You've got to keep it real. Anyway, the likeness is there. Like it's Arnie from all angles. It looks like Arnie. The profile's spot on. Love the pose. Love the war paint sort of blood, the blood sort of effect. I think that some of the markings on the probably sword could have been a little bit cleaner. I don't believe that's a metal sword. Somebody told me it is. I don't think it is.
I was about to ask you that because Dave Richardson keeps going on about, it's a fantastic metal sword, blah blah blah.
I didn't get that feeling when I had it in my hand. It was metal, but I can't honestly say for sure. It was nice to get out. There was no damage. There was no problems with it. It was well packaged and used the straps and stuff. It was good. I mean, it's quite. But the interesting part is it's quite a small actual art box. And then it's got basically like foam around the outside of the box, and then foam at top and bottom. So now it's like quite a big box. I mean, that's fucking cool. Look at that! What a great shot.
Do you think like the hilt of the sword is too clean compared to how dirty his hands are? Like how much blood splatter he has over his hands?
I don't care about shit like that. Okay. Things like that don't fuck. I got no interest in stuff like. I mean, Jesus, it's just shit like that's not important. I think that the blood on it is done really fucking well, and I think it looks like Arnie. And I would have liked a little bit. I mean, maybe a little bit of a more clean hair. It looks a bit thick on the hair that they went there. Would have liked more detail in them lines. I mean, the sculpt detail in there is there. So if I was going to keep this and get Ian to like repaint parts of it, it would be fucking magnificent. This. It's a good piece, but I mean, with a little bit of a better paint up, it could be really, really something.
Did you put his necklace on?
Nah, it's on already.
Oh no, I mean the one you get with it.
Nah, that's in your box, son.
I get it.
You have you have the necklace, so you can strip naked and run around with your spatula with that on and doing your shit. Put a bit of ketchup all over your chest and scare you.
Get some boot polish, but just make sure I don't put too much on my face.
Go down what is best in life. But I love this film, and I think they did a fantastic job, and they did Arnie justice. It's 7 years old, and it looks fucking bang on for Arnold Schwarzenegger. Body sculpt is looking good. I dig it. The best picture of this piece I've ever seen is Mark Giles's picture.
Is that the way he put it outside?
No, it's where he put it like backwards. So I got a picture of the back of it, and then it's got that Mondo print behind it, where it's the back of him with the sword like that, war paint. It's fucking awesome picture.
Did you used to have that or no?
Who? No, I never.
I know. Simon McDonald had it.
There it is. There.
Yeah.
A lovely sculpt on the back, lovely work. Listen, the two statues were $1,700. So at the end of the day, you're talking, what's that like? It's very like $8.50 each. Very reasonable price.
Yeah, but also at that time the pound was stronger.
Yeah.
So it weren't as bad.
And
the shipping was pretty good at that time.
Yeah.
But to get these in hand back then, it would have been a bargain. Absolutely.
I mean, these are selling for well over $2,000 now for the Crom set. And then I got with Conan, got to do that with the steel bullet, still sealed, minty fresh.
But apparently, though, there is that rumor about how they got the markings wrong because they copied the original Sideshow one. I don't know how true that is, but I read it somewhere.
I don't know. The markings, they're like war paint. Don't know.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That's the sword sheath that you said.
Yeah, I don't get. That comes on separate.
All right.
So basically, when you get it, it's the base, it's the figure. The sword is separate, and that pelt sheath is separate. And you basically, it's very, very simple instruction to get it in. There's no problem. It's a nice piece. It's very nice.
I'm looking forward to opening it up.
It was a pleasant surprise. I was like a bit like, it's an old. I was apprehensive because it's an old piece. Like, don't get me wrong. When Ant was like reaching out to me, I was like, send me one of them fucking Ronin pieces. That's a fucking sexy. I would like a new PCS piece, like something that's their stamp, not like.
Well, that new shredder. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm talking any. I mean, I like Street Fighter. any of their Street Fighter stuff, any of their like something that's like their designs.
Whoa. You have to be careful there, because I know you can't display the swimsuit editions.
I don't like them anyway, but I'm talking about classic, like normal. Yeah. I don't like swimsuit stuff anyway. But I mean, fuck it, if you send me anything, send me some of them turtles. Them turtles are some of the best stuff out there. So
those are amazing, yeah.
Like I say, anyway, I was like, it was real decent and to reach out like that and like man up. I found some extra respect for that. I thought that was a really decent sort of way to handle it.
Yeah, no, it was very nice.
Because it didn't start with we're going to send you something. It started with an apology, and then it was like, I want to send you these. We said we were going to send them, and I want to send them, and blah blah. And I could appreciate that. I thought that was really decent.
Do you know what I want to add in as well? Is because originally they were going to send us this, and for some reason there was like mix up, whatever. They didn't have any in stock, so they sent us the Rambo.
Yes,
which I want to add, that Rambo necklace doesn't even fit around my neck. But anyway, so then in the conversation with this, he sent us his personal copies.
Yeah, this is true.
These are actually his personal copies, so that is makes it
extra. So thank you, PCS, and obviously we'll continue to be who we are, regardless of everything. So when it's good, you're going to get it. When it's great, you're going to get it, and when it's not great, we're going to call it. They don't expect anything less. Hopefully, we can renew bonds, and maybe they'll send us some stuff to review, which would be great. I'd love to have a look at some of their stuff with the new owners and stuff. That was a plan all along. So hopefully, hopefully they could do it. I actually would have liked them to send me the Jean-Claude Van Damme piece, because it doesn't look great to me in pictures, and I would love a little bit. I would love a little bit of humble pie to be proved wrong. Because I don't mind. I'll eat that fucking humble pie, man. like sweet peach, no problem. I eat and no worries. I'm more than happy to be proven wrong.
I can eat a peach for hours.
Exactly. Well done.
This is my bad picture there. Like
Jesus, man, you're in a fucking cave. Can you get a light on that?
Mr. Magoo took that one. So I did turn the light on.
Yeah, that's better. Bit better.
Focused on the is like kind of
dude. You absolutely monumentally suck at photos.
Yeah.
Of all the people
Yeah.
that take pictures, you're the worst in the world. Like, considering you see statues all the time, so bad.
That looks good.
So it must be like, going out to any bar and you can pick any woman you want and pick them up like with ease, but you've got no cock. That must
Well,
be what it's like for you, because you're surrounded by beautiful pieces of art, but your pictures are so shit that you can't even take a fucking good shot of it.
well, I think if the art's good, it should speak for itself, you
Well,
know.
yours is not good. According to that, your art's shit. This looks
There you
rubbish.
go. Look at that one. That one's good.
Dude, it's fucking terrible. You got the stairs in the side corner. You got the plant over. I mean, what has happened here? ZGC's to distract from the back. Honestly, there's so much wrong. I can't tell you. But all right, I've
Anyway,
seen this piece in person, and I know it's decent. So
it's a really nice piece,
the
actually. I
boat
do want
looks more
to.
yellow here than it is that I remember. It's quite
It's
yellow.
like
This picture. Is
yeah,
that your shit picture? Or is it yellow?
I think it's like a yellow light as well, but it is kind of like
It's beige, right? It's
like
like
a
a beige colour.
like a yellow, like a hint of yellow in cream, if that makes
Yeah, I
sense.
thought it was like a bit of a creamy sort of cut, but it looks very yellow here.
Well, here is under a yellow light, but I'm looking at it now behind me, and it is like a faded yellow,
Okay.
kind of like gold top cream kind of thing, you know.
Right, so it's a little bit different from the first one then. Bit different.
It is because this one's like a material, like a thick
Ah,
material, and the
ah,
original one's a pleather. I actually do prefer the pleather,
yeah, yeah. Okay.
but that was because I'm really lucky where I do have a
You
minor
live
bit
in
of damage, which is why I got it so cheap. At the time, I got the original one 110 or 130 pound,
wow.
and that was one of my first quarter scale pieces I bought. But the gun, where he has this weird but good thing in that arm, is they did an original one where within the kind of bicep area there's wires, and you can position the arm down or kind of position it up, and it was
Yeah,
a really good feature actually to have. And because you had to just like put in the box down, the butt of the gun was stuck to the thing, so it actually
yeah,
made like a tiny mark, and that was why the guy reduced it by so much. And I'm like, dude, I can't even see where the fuck that is, but yeah, I'll take
yeah.
it.
I'll take it.
Uh, Carl, huge thanks, brother.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Ingia. Congrats on the
God bless
position.
you, bro. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Hope all you're having a good Mother's Day. I actually have my mother around here today, which is
Oh,
funny.
Christ, really?
Yeah, well, vampires don't usually come out in the fucking day, so
Yeah.
do you know what I tell George? I tell George, right? Because he's scared of like the labyrinth, right? Because I've like
Yeah.
scared him. But I told George that like that
Your
she
mum's a
works
goblin
for them.
king.
That she works with him closely. She knows him
She
really well.
used to have a fucking haircut like him. Kel says the Jean-Claude Van Damme is way better in person. I love mine. Skin tone is a bit tanned, but the sculpt is great. I don't think we're going to get a better one
Well,
anytime.
the thing is with that is this is what I'm talking about. See, I've seen pictures and I've seen videos of it, and I just didn't like how it looked. So I'm.
Coleman's
Oh
got
yeah,
the
nice. I've got that coming, bro. I'm waiting on. I got it shipped by boat. Did you have it by air? I had it shipped by boat, so mine's taking a little while.
Yeah. PCS currently have a half-scale Arnold piece in the works. Characters being kept under wraps for the moment. I
Nice.
read something somewhere, or am I making up now? Maybe I'm dreaming now. I swear I read somewhere that they were doing. I can't remember the character's name now.
Well,
Ben
that's good.
Richards. Ben Richards.
Ah,
Do you know who that is?
yeah, of course I know. It's Total Recall, man. Don't fuck with me with Arnold stuff.
You're wrong, you fucking dickhead.
Right there, Ben Richards.
Douglas
Running Man.
Quaid.
Sorry,
Yeah,
huh?
Douglas. Is it Douglas Quaid and?
Douglas Quaid is Total Recall. Sorry, it's Running Man.
Yeah. Quaid and what's the other name? He's got two names.
I've got that in my head from the meme. You know, like when you misgender someone. What the fuck did I do wrong? When you come when you come in, you know, when you said the one, what was it? When you come into a classroom and say, you know, hello, boys and girls, or something like that. I was like, what the fuck do I do wrong? Tell me.
Yeah, big
Made me
Ben
laugh.
Butchers of Bakerfield. I read somewhere Butcher. Someone asked about it, and they said they're trying to get the license. But
Running Man would be a fantastic. Can you imagine with like all of them in it? Fucking hell.
Gungrave, which is by Blitzway. I remember Luke used to play this game, and it was crazy. It was so good, really, really
I've not
cool. It's
seen
like
this anywhere. I've
his
not seen this.
Gungrave is basically it's an anime as well. And what he's got is he's got like a grave, like a coffin behind him, and he carries around like El Mariachi, full of guns. And then he basically like pulls his fucking coffin out like a rocket launcher, busts out the guns, and yeah, it was a crazy game,
Oh,
so good.
awesome. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's an anime as well. It's
Oh,
meant
yeah,
to
I got
be.
you. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Pretty cool. A lot of good detail on that. That looks nice.
yeah, yeah. It looks amazing.
Bit
I need
dark.
to
I don't like
see.
this dark background shit, but all right.
Yeah, I need to see the anime. Thanks, Stuart. Yeah, Running Man. There you go. So next one we have, oops, oh yeah, so the House of Gog. So Gorax is being done with the factory. First batch is being shipped, and yeah, so these are the factory shots, and got one on the
So
way.
fucking funky that thing is.
This isn't really my style,
No, it's not mine either.
but
I've got to
then
be honest. I think I'm with Tyler here. I like the other way.
yeah,
I like I really like the first wave stuff, and actually this new one. That's
I like
more.
the new one
They're
as
a
well.
bit more me.
Well, that's the thing about
Oh,
House of Gog is the art's subjective. Um, my neighbours are moving, so the dog's going mad. So this is like Skinner, which is a bit psychedelic and a bit
yeah,
like a
definitely. It's got that
white.
psychedelic feel. For
And
sure.
then you have shut up. Then you have the Pascal Blanchet stuff, which obviously is the more the stuff that we probably both like.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Really
a bit
cool.
more to
And
our
these are
sort.
these are switchable heads and things.
Maybe if we
So
see it
this
in person, it might change that opinion. I have to see it. I have to have a look
what
at
I'm
it.
going to do then is I'm just going to switch over to the website because I can't be doing all these pictures that he's doing. Present screen share.
And it's still with your sausage, man.
My neighbours are moving, so they're like banging around. Draven.
Discipline. I see some discipline. Get
Oh,
your fucking belt out. Let's have a go.
I'm not going to beat my little sausage. Well, not that one. Yeah, it's because the other dog is like going fucking mad. So basically, we'll do it this way. So this then is the. Can you see that? By the way,
Yeah, yeah, I can see it. Yeah, yeah.
so this is
Oracle,
the
isn't it? The
Oracle.
Oracle.
Yeah. Let me see if I can zoom down a bit. So this is the Oracle. It's two versions of this. So you have the statue, and you have the statuette. And the thing
What's
about these as well is
what's the scales?
well, they're going to go into the sizes in a second. So basically, the statuette is a much smaller one, and when you actually look at them in pictures, they look well similar. Like the detail on the smaller one looks
Yeah, yeah.
really good. So this goes up for pre-order next Friday,
Okay.
and it's got the details there, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And just skim through some of these pictures. So this one is really cool. My girlfriend was she's following House of God because they had a competition, and let me just see if I can make that smaller. And this popped up on her feed, and she was like, "This is amazing. It's really cool." And I think it's a really nice piece, and it's good to have with this sort of style. There's the options to obviously have the smaller one for your desk, or the bigger one for your display to display with. The other pieces like Moonstone and those kind of characters. And
Yeah, but that's what I was going to ask. Is it the mini one that's that size? Or is it
no,
the
no,
big
no.
one?
The big one is going to be the size of those, and
Okay.
then the mini one would be like a smaller desktop size.
Oh, okay, cool. Got you.
So yeah, this is based on the artwork of
It's almost
Pascal
like the
Blanchet.
ancient, sort of like a futuristic ancient Greek sort of thing with the Oracle, isn't it?
Hmm. Yeah. It's kind of like
What? It's
obviously
almost
Oracle
got like
comes with.
Minority Report vibes, isn't it?
Oh yeah, with the oracles, the oracles.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. When they're under the water. It's kind of like it's in loads of different stories. The oracles where they can see.
Some good
Different,
detail. I like this. This I like. This is really nice.
yeah, really really nice. So that's the detail of
I do like
the
the colour as well. I do
statue,
like the reds.
and with this one, the hold on, I'm going to beat this dog. Draven,
Get him.
you better
Get him.
stop. You better stop now. Don't look at me like that. He's gonna bark as soon as I turn my back.
He's like,
So
he's
the
going
Oldboy
to look
statue.
at him like,
So it
bitch,
comes with
who are
the
you talking to? Are you talking to me?
high quality art print, which is 9.5 by 7 inches, metallic collector's card, jeweler's collector box. I wonder if this is going to be the same size box as all the original ones because they were trying to keep them the same size.
Yeah, yeah.
This looks more displayable, so this should be a smaller box. But anyway, so the size of this 150 units, and the product I mentioned 16 inches by 8 inches by 8 inches. And then if you go back to the smaller one, so this is then
Right.
the statuette. What I'll do is I'll just get the, so this is 9 inches by 5 inches by 5 inches.
Yeah.
So this, so if
Very
the other one is
displayable.
going to be 1/5, 1/4, this one is going to be, oh, actually, I'm not even going to guess. I'm not going to guess. You can see the difference in size there anyway. And it
Very
looks
cool.
fantastic. I mean, the detail of this next to the bigger version, when you compare them, that's him there. That's Pierre Experience in the back.
Look
Look
at
at him.
that. What's he wearing on his hands?
Gloves.
Yeah, it looks like a tattooist.
Yeah, he does. He does. Apart from he's got no ink. But he looks like he's doing his RoboCop impression when he's got the bottom of his mouth showing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the size difference there. And
Cool,
if
cool.
you look sort of closely, I'm just trying to go to some of the close-ups because the detail on this, even though it's
George,
smaller,
we've got like hundreds of pictures, man.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to get to
let's
the
go.
close-up for that. So the weather and all that, it's done really, really well. And on this one, edition size, 300 units.
Wow. All right,
So,
low.
let me come back. All right,
Yeah.
so see now you got me in trouble because you sent me a fucking 100 pictures.
Most valuable commodity, my friend, is time. And I don't have lots of it. So let's go.
All right.
Children let my mum go.
Right.
My pastor's like, nah. She's like, I gotta go, babe. He's like, nah. That's fan art, man.
Okay. That's fan art Kang,
Fan
which
art, fan art. Yeah.
looks really cool. Yeah, I'm just showing it because for some reason I've got it here still. But that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I
Pretty
like the
cool.
look of it as well. I mean, this will
Yeah,
be
there are
the
more.
next thing you'll see a lot of these. You'll see a lot of
Yeah.
fans now due to the what do they fucking call it? Quadrant Mania. What's it called?
Yeah, Quadromedia, yeah. Geiger influence, 100% Geiger. I see that there as well. Ghost in the Shell means Geiger. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
cool. That's
This then is the Infinity Studios had a exhibition, and we actually didn't show it, but it was a few weeks ago now. And these are some of the pieces with, quick photos taken. It looks absolutely fantastic. That Arnold looks amazing. So
crazy.
good.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, so good.
It's crazy.
These then are the 1/10 Iron Studios
This is
Vader.
a nice Vader and all. I like this. This is cool.
Yeah.
Everyone's
It's
loving the busted mask, isn't they?
yeah. Well, it's because it happens in Kenobi.
Oh, okay. I wondered
Morning,
whether it
Sean.
was
How you doing?
Hey,
Grab it by the neck, talking about the dog. How you doing, Darren? I hope you're good. Yeah, no, this looks great. This looks well, we're mixing in between them now. This then, I think, is this Iron Studios or is this Queen? Do you know?
Queen.
Okay, this is Queen. I've got this in with the Iron Studio stuff. This looks ridiculous. That likeness on that looks really
They're
good. That
doing a
looks
red.
like,
They're doing a red and blue,
yeah,
aren't they? And then
yeah.
they're doing a black one as well.
That looks crazy though. I mean, if you were to say that was a shot from the film, people would believe you.
I
Until you
believe
see,
it.
until you see the statue in the back, it's the back of Iron Man's head or something.
I'd definitely buy it. I'd buy that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Queen in the big rhino. That looks amazing. I've seen some of these up close, and it's so creepy. Shh, don't do it. Don't do it. Hey. Then you got the Iron Studios Vader. Again, this looks really fantastic.
I think
Really,
so.
really good.
Some good. I mean,
Really.
when you think about the sides of it, the weathering on it, the work.
Look at the detail on that face. Look at the detail
Very
on
good.
that 1/10 scale face. That's crazy.
Yeah, it
So
looks real
good.
good.
This got a lot of stick because of the price point. This is the Venom.
I think this should
Apparently,
get stick because I think it looks crap.
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look great to me. It looks a bit of a mess.
Um,
I don't like the head at all. I really don't like the head.
Head looks a bit
Head's a big
photoshopped on, doesn't
head.
it?
Huh? Okay.
The head looks a bit photoshopped on. I know it's
No, I
not,
just
but
don't like its position. It's quite low. It's
yeah,
quite low down. Its
very
forehead
low
part is
is
very, very shallow, and it
yeah,
just
yeah.
looks weird. It just don't look right. It looks like his head like on the top of his chest. It's wrong. It's weird.
What do
It's
you think
very
is the
low
angle?
down.
I mean, if okay, you've got to detach one
Nah, it
part.
just
So,
doesn't change no matter where you put it. The shoulders and the traps come up too far beyond where that
yeah,
head should be. The head should be like half an inch or so higher. Just don't like his position. I just don't like the head. Um, the rest of it sort of is like okay. I like the body sculpt on it. Even the things on the bottom, they're a little bit distracting and annoying because they're so big. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, no, it's not for me. I don't like it.
That's quite funny. The actual oh yeah, it does raise up a bit. I'm just saying the regular one's 9.2 in height,
Yeah,
and then this one's 10. So this does actually raise it up. Yeah, it's got an extra little bit on the bottom. Okay. This then is this one's really a license which I've never expected to be seen to being done. So this is ODSU, which is from Oldboy, and this is a Korean movie which JND are doing. This is their 1/3 piece, and I think it is a Korean exclusive, so that makes sense. But this is quite a cult movie. They remade it with Josh Brolin. But I just don't think they captured the essence of it
is that
really.
where he does? What's her name?
I don't know what happened. I've seen it.
Elizabeth Olsen, isn't it? He does her in that, doesn't he? Old boy. I'm sure he. When you say old boy, I instantly think of
Well, yeah,
Olsen,
but have you seen it all?
or maybe Daddario. Is it maybe Daddario?
Have you seen the film though?
No,
Oh, okay, okay.
I've just seen her tits out in it.
John Smith says it looks like Johnny Depp.
It does look like that. It really does. Yeah, it's a good shout.
Happy to catch you live. Good to
Hey,
see you,
Nick.
buddy.
Nicola.
Man, wanted to see Superman and Darkseid fight in the Snyder Cut. Yeah, that'd
Yes,
be cool.
me too.
Who has hairier arms, Alex or the guy standing behind Venom? Yeah, mine are pretty hairy. But yeah, this movie's quite messed up anyway. I don't know whether they did the same story in the American version because in
Yes,
the
not.
Korean version, um, when he meets the girl, he basically does have a relationship with her. So what happens is he's captured in
I
the
don't want to
beginning.
know. I ain't got time to
Okay,
go through the
all
story.
right. Well, I was going through it while we're going through the images. And this actually is from the hall fight, which actually is really well done. He goes down the hallway just fighting a load of people, smashing them with a hammer,
It's like
and he's
Punisher-esque.
well, it's very much like they used the style of it when they did the one in Daredevil. Definitely was taken from that. This is really cool scene, but the story's pretty messed up.
Nice mixed media on this. Bit
I think
dull
it
like,
looks.
but yeah.
I mean, it
When
goes
when, it,
with.
when the hair is like real hair like that, and it's in suits and media like that, it just looks like a doll to me.
I think the problem with it as well is once you ship it, you're going to need someone on your end to make sure that you can do that hair.
Yeah, but this is as good as
Uh,
it's going to look. It still looks like a
of
doll,
course,
so it's a
of
problem.
course. Well, Randy Gow, he was very smart, and he had a hairstylist at the convention doing all of his bust hairs. So going around doing like Wonder Woman's hair, going
Yeah,
around doing Aquaman's hair, doing all of them. He had a stylist doing them all. Then this is the Legendary Beast Studios Iron Man.
nice.
Classic. Very nice. One of the questions that did come up to me was the fact that do you think that for the price point and for the size that it does lack a bit of detail on these Legendary Beast pieces? Do you think that or not?
This is a classic Iron Man, so you're walking into a bit of a bear trap conversation here.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is a loose conversation because classic Iron Man, this is how it looks.
Yeah.
They've given you loads of fucking switch out, loads of hands, loads of options. So how much are we talking here?
I don't know. I don't know the price,
Right.
honestly.
So I mean, listen, I can't even go out at the moment and get myself a fucking chicken burger for what is an acceptable price to pay for it. So
Yeah.
fucking statues are gonna go even fucking more nuts because even food and eating out and fucking it's just gone stupid. It's gone well stupid. So it's very hard to say about what's fucking a sensible amount of money in this hobby, to be fair, at these moments.
Yeah.
because it all just seems like it's gone fucking to La La Land.
Nick's saying if they do the line work really well, then it's worth it. If it's sloppy, nope. Iron Man is one of the hardest pieces to do with the line work, and Spider-Man. They're two
Yeah,
really, really hard pieces that a lot of companies really fuck up because mass producing them and you
yeah,
seeing that, you let a lot go because of the fact of how hard it is.
yeah. It's fucking
I
well
saw a
up.
really, really cool video the other day with that Titanium Nukem, whatever her
Yeah,
name is, the Thai painter, and she was painting a Spider-Man, which she's really good. She is actually really good. She did paint now in the video, so yeah. My favorite two things watching this morning, one, one is that Alex went deep into slabs, and Gio still has the Red Hulk. Good to see you guys live again. I've had slabs for a long time. Yeah, man, it's good. Favorite two things. I'll just repeat comment. Expensive piece, XM legendary piece require a kidney, not a toe or a finger, but the whole limb. Priced out to many collectors with both versions. The Iron Man looks on
I'm
point.
sure that they have.
1800 USD plus shipping.
Fuck, fucking
Yeah.
hell. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. But for
If you're fucking listen, if you're fucking asking me, would I pay it? The answer is no.
yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. I've got the XM Classic Iron Man. How much that go for?
I don't know, £1,000. I don't know.
Huh?
Maybe a grand. I don't know. $1,000.
Fucking hell, I wouldn't give it to you for a grand just for your tips.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So like, I have the XM Classic. For me, it's one of the best Iron Mans out there. So, for me, this is just a lot of water for ducks back in terms of this. But, fucking yeah, when you start getting into this, and even if you want to be polite and say fucking 200 shipping, which it ain't, but if you want to just play stupid cunts for a minute, and we'll do 200 shipping at 2 grand in total. If you have to
20%
pay
tax,
taxes,
which is
you're
over
paying
400.
20% on that. So it's another 400. So you're at 2.5 there or thereabouts with handling and everything else. So yeah, that's big money. And now the dollar versus the pound is pretty much the same. So you're going to do well over 2 grand to get this piece in. Would I pay it? Definitely not. No.
Yo, Brendan.
Hey man.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's a lot of money. This then is where there was a lot of complaints about Abby and being displayed with Ellie and how they look together because most of the pictures were back to back. This one shows it from a different angle, which actually
Yeah, I like it.
works. Does work
Yeah,
that way really
I
well.
like it. It
Does
looks
really
good.
work that way. Um, so
I
yeah,
like
that's it back to back, which you can't really display unless you've got it on a turntable. Then you got the Prime. So that was Prime One, Ellie and of Abby from Last of Us 2. You got Hal Jordan, and this is just to announce that the bonus version is an edition size of 220, and the regular version is only 30 edition size, so
yeah.
250 in total.
Ah, it's nice and low. It's good.
Blade museum pose they're doing now as well. This is PCS, and
I'm excited to see this.
I love the way that they are not, they're not allowed to have the license of Wesley Snipes. That definitely looks like Wesley Snipes. Come on.
I've got to
It's
be honest
great.
though. Here's where they're smart, right, with this.
It's
Is
smart.
that they made Wesley Snipes look a lot like the character in the comics.
Yeah.
So it's very, very clever. There's some slight differences with the hair.
Yeah.
There's a slight difference with the hair of this character, but they've definitely got the facial structure of
Can't
Snipes.
see the tribal tattoo as well.
It's just clever. What they've done
Yeah.
is so fucking smart because you look at this and they've made some subtle changes to like the face, like to the hair and shit. So look, it's got more of that flat cut shit from the comics, right? But the facial structure looks like Snipes. They've got
Yeah.
that done. That's so clever.
Yeah.
That's smart. Very good. I think this guy. I wish this was 1/4 because I would be very tempted.
I think they said that they were talking about a few pieces in future. If they get enough interest on the 1/3, they'll make them in quarter. And I think
Nice,
this was one of them.
nice.
Again, don't quote me on that, but I read things
I
and
will quote you on it, and I will blame you and persecute you if it's wrong.
this then is the Chung-Li wedding version. Just to update that. I think this is in hand, so this looks pretty good. I
Very
like the
simple.
detail on these translucent veil. I think they've done a really good job on that. Um, This then is they're doing the. This is all PCS at the moment. We're on that now. They're doing the Ghostbuster line. So this is
Oh,
Econ.
cool.
With
Yeah.
Spangler. So yeah, that's a real interesting line.
Go Ray Egon.
Egon. Then you got. That's a bit odd. No, if we get enough, 1/3 we'll do it 1/4. I think it's about talking to the licensor and saying, look, we have the demand. Can we do
Yeah,
it? Kind of
there's
thing.
enough
And
interest.
also
Yeah,
making sure they cover their costs in the 1/3 to be able to then do the 1/4. So
exactly,
yeah, maybe it does. Maybe it does take away from 1/3. Maybe.
yeah.
Good point.
Awesome.
Mad King Gaming, what's up, guys? How you
Yo,
doing?
yo.
Yeah, I mentioned that the pricing there, but yeah, Kels was one who did the video on it. Then you got the Prince, Purple Rain. So this
I
is
wanted to
pretty
hear what
cool.
that fucking comment was. Quick, I only got to see a bit of that. He did a video about the Venom, and what did he say?
Oh, so you did a video about the Venom pricing on the 1/10 scale with the Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Version of the Venom is
that's
455 plus
crazy.
shipping.
That's
Mad.
fucking nuts. That's stupid.
Yeah,
That's quarter scale money at
yeah.
1/10 level. That's madness.
They're walking
This
back
looks
and
really
forth.
good. I mean, obviously, my mother loved Prince when I was a kid, so
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Is it
Purple rain, purple rain. Good
is it
times.
Purple Rain? It's about masturbation.
Why would you spoil that for me? You've ruined it now.
Is it that or what's the other one? What's the one
How
about
have
where
you
they?
made it Purple Rain about master? How's that?
Is it Purple Rain or is it the other one about uh Axl Rose when he done his wedding? What one was that?
Oh, that's November Rain.
Is it is it the
November Rain.
okay, maybe I'm wrong then. It's either Purple Rain or November Rain. One of them's about masturbation.
Okay.
All
Thank
right. Oh
you.
wow, here we go. Hey guys, not sure if you touched on this, but what do you think about Sideshow rising the prices on waitlist items? Go back in stock. Oh, I didn't know that. Hold on. Let me have a little drink
Oh.
to that.
Well, we know
Um,
we let's start on the first part. We know that like for a company to attend these cons is hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's well expensive. It's a lot of money. Um, so I mean, I think at the moment with the COVID situation, this is what I've noticed about the COVID situation that occurred. Right, is they had to cut all these corners for the bullshit pandemic shit that went on. Right, fine. They had to cut all these corners, right, and they had to make all these adjustments because legally they had to do so. But since everything's been lifted, people have worked out that we don't have to do shit and we did just fine. So they're just not coming
yeah,
back to where they were. That's what's happening with fucking everybody. For example, I went to look at leisure centres around where I live at the moment to find a swimming pool for my son, right? To take him swimming. And I've got two little twin boys that are a year old. So I found out that all my leisure centres, right, because of COVID, the baby pool, the baby swimming pool is open for 1 hour every day that you can take your kids into the baby pool. And I'm like, why is that? And they're like, well, because of COVID, they have to all be separate and they all have to have separate lifeguards, all the pools. And we don't have enough lifeguards. So I'm like, but COVID ain't around no more. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? You don't need to do that no more. But they're just not bothering. So they're just not, they don't have to employ no one. Just leave the
yeah.
fucking thing shut. So this is the hilarity that's going on. So clearly with this, Sideshow have worked out that not attending hasn't damaged them at all. It
And I
hasn't
think as
affected their
well
sales. So they're
they did
fine.
they've done the live sideshow conventions on their own. They didn't do a very good job. They need to improve their camera work and they need to work out that when you go live, you need to have really fucking good Wi-Fi and good cameras. You can't do live
You
the
can't
way
fuck
they
that
did
up.
it. It was glitchy as fuck, especially when you're first showing your products. Also, to then you bring in YouTubers, but you should bring in a bunch of YouTubers rather than just an exclusive to one, because I think that's again a bit, yeah, okay. Anyway, but I just
Yeah.
think as well when you look
But
into
keep the opinions low, innit?
Prime One,
Bring in the bought and paid for voice
yeah,
that you
Prime
can
One,
basically
I
say
think.
what the fuck you
Hey,
want.
I let you speak, man. Drink your fucking cordial or whatever it is. And basically, Prime One did it really, really well. Prime One did theirs real high production value, and they worked out that we can make these videos, we can put them out, we can show what we want people to see, and
We can
it will
control it. Yeah,
cost X, and it'll be things that people can view whenever they want to view it. They don't have to come to the convention. They don't have to look at people's camera phone pictures. It's all here. And
control.
then
Yeah,
what we
control.
do
Sure.
is we then edit later into chunks, and we'll post them as the pre-orders come out. And we reuse
Clever.
the footage, and it's so
Clever.
it's great. And I think that they've realised that, and they realise they don't need to do Wonderfest, because Wonderfest in Japan is
Big.
ludicrously
One.
expensive,
Yeah.
ludicrously expensive to do, and it's one day. It's a Sunday, and it's so busy, and they just realise that. Why are we doing this when
Well, yeah, but look, XM did the same. When all the things came in with the pandemic and the restrictions came in, they decided actually we're going to open up our own fucking gallery.
Yeah.
Why do we need to go show our products and pay hundreds of thousands of pounds to take them overseas? Plus all of the packaging, all of the shipping, all of the damages, all of the problems, all of the boxes lost. This won't get through customs. There's loads of fucking problems. And then they get rid of all of that, and they're just like, well, we've got it all under our own roof, so we'll just do that each year.
Yeah.
We'll just show our own shit each year. We don't need to go anywhere.
Yeah.
People are making plans to be more self-sufficient. Like everyone's working from home. They're still working from home.
Also, another really good example as well is when you look at E3, which is the gaming conventions, and Sony pulled out, Nintendo pulled out, and then they had to cancel E3, didn't they? I think they did.
Yeah.
So basically, all the big companies are realizing the conventions are just not worth as much as the cost is now, because convention organizers are just charging obscene money now. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to a comic convention. Literally, it'd be like £1 to go in. You give a quid, and you go in through the door, and you'll just be like, you just give them the quid. You don't even buy a ticket; you just go in.
Yeah.
Now it's like £33 a ticket, I think, which still isn't that expensive compared to New York Comic Con, San Diego, and all that business. They're like 500 quid or whatever for the passes. It's just, and then you have to stay there, whatever. But anyway, but
on the question of the waitlisted items going up in value, like bullshit. In terms of that's fucking horrendous.
They should never ever do that. And I believe in the past as well, when they did warehouse finds, they found a Vampirella, and the Vampirella was from like 5-6 years previously, and they sold it for $300. And I think that was really good for them to do that. I don't think that if you get a waitlist item, you should never put the price up. I think that's dangerous, and I think that's a bad thing to do. Really, I know a lot of companies who have sold after.
Whatever the price is, man, that's the price. You can't change it like retrospectively. That's disgusting behaviour.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
The ones government didn't expect people and businesses to pivot and adapt to said government closing down everything started a domino effect they didn't account for. Oh yeah, loads of stores and everything. They've all gone out of business. Maybe when doves cries about masturbation too. Maybe.
Well, it might be masturbating in front of your mum, because there's a lot of your mum in that sort
of conventions are. I do think though, with conventions, being on the stalls and doing the conventions, you get a lot of people who come up and go, "I didn't know that was a thing. What what is this? Oh yeah, these are statues.
That's what you lose. That's what you lose, for sure.
Michael Alvarez,
by not being there, you lose that.
Michael Alvarez did that, dropped 25 grand on the spot, going, I've never seen this kind of thing before. Had some money, bang, 25 grand done, and on the spot.
I bet every con has at least 10 to 20 of those happen. I bet
I've had every con I've kind of worked. I can't even count the number of people who say, I didn't know this was a thing. And then they're taking pictures and going, oh my God, this is amazing. Oh my God, oh my God. I do think there are places for conventions, but what I think we're going to see is probably companies collaborating with other companies and kind of having the big displays and saying, we'll just go halves or we'll do this. They're not going to have booths as big as they used to.
No.
So this is Prince Babaran. I think this is Cool Scale, isn't it? or is it
I think
1/6?
so. I'm not. I can't confirm, but it's got this on the pictures I sent you. There is the pictures how big this is, which I think is about 25
Okay,
inches.
and then this
And
is the other version, which is
that's
from
the
what?
artist formerly known as Prince,
Okay, okay.
which was some sort of, I believe, some sort of licensing thing because they had his fucking name, didn't they? Copyrighted. So he became the symbol, didn't he? Because they
Yeah,
had
yeah.
his like ownership of Prince. So
God.
you know this fucking Hollywood fucking music
Oh, yeah.
industry
So he is
Satanism.
core scale. There you go.
Yeah,
That's quite
25 inches,
tall.
just like I say.
Hold on, that's quite tall for
Yeah,
a core scale piece. Maybe
maybe for
because
for a standard man. Yeah,
no, he's not tall. He's really small.
yeah, he isn't
Well, he
big.
is now, but he was really small. He was like 5'4", wasn't he?
Yeah, he's little. He's a little guy. Yeah, 5'4", 5'5".
Maybe this
Small
is
guy.
1/3 then. Jesus.
Could I don't know. I can't confirm the scale, but that's the size of it.
Yeah, yeah,
Cool though. Great mixed
yeah, yeah.
media.
I mean,
Lightness
yeah,
is
I
good.
think it's
Looks
great.
good. I like it.
I think that's one of the things you have to give credit
Fingerprints
where
looks a
credit
little
is.
bit dark though.
Oh, wait.
The purple suit one.
Well, so normally they make
I think it's
people
quite
too.
light, man. Like
They
I've
make
watched
white
that,
people
it's
too
light as
dark and
fuck.
black people too dark.
Yeah.
Prince on the Bike looked pretty good too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Prince
a
on the
nice
Bike
piece as
was
well. I can't
PCS.
remember who did that one. Is that PCS as well?
Yeah, Prince. This is 1/3. Cheers. I thought so. Yeah, that's 1/6 scale and that's Prince. Yeah,
Yeah, the bike one was nice.
Nathan. There you go.
Cheers, bro.
I think Nathan. Is this the Nathan that painted? No, that's not the Nathan who painted, is it? Because there's a
Don't know.
Nathan who painted this as well.
No, don't know.
Or was it Prince? Hold on, I'm talking shit now.
Maybe he did.
No, no, Nathan painted. Oh, it's going to come up in a minute. There was another PCS piece. RoboCop.
This is
There
the
was a Nathan.
RoboCop 2 though, isn't it?
This is RoboCop 2. Yeah,
There's more blue in
yeah.
this. I like this though. Nice.
There's a lot more kind of blue in it. I'm quite disappointed though that they didn't. Maybe they did, but there was no pictures. But I wanted to see the one where he's holding the handgun.
Yeah.
That's the more iconic pose.
Yeah, but
I do like.
I do like the colours on this one. I always like the colours on RoboCop 2 better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not so gay for the first one as you are. You're like, well, fucking up
I
its
like the
ass. But
first one. Yeah,
I prefer. I like the colours on this hue, the purple. I think that looks awesome.
yeah, I do. I think
Really
it looks
love the
great,
paint
but
on that. I think that's fucking awesome. That is.
I would like to have seen the. I'd like to have seen the other pose. But I do, because I do prefer the handgun. I don't like this the assault rifle. I do think the detail on there looks great. The paint looks great. The base looks good. It looks different from the others where it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the logo and they've done enough to change it. I would like to see them do an Ed 209 and even a Kane as well. They would love to see
Yeah,
that.
that's what we need to see, really. A Kane and an Ed 209 now. But it's awesome. The
Yeah.
RoboCops are great.
I remember Jerry saying he was going to do a core scale Ed 209 if the original core scale did well. And then obviously he went AWOL. Well, yeah. Love the
Funny,
new
I saw an
RoboCop.
interview with your mate. You know, what's his name? Was it
God,
like obviously like he has been about for a few years, but he did an interview with someone.
my mate.
Yeah, the geezer that you met at a con, and like you said, like he was like arrogant and wasn't very nice. And then now he's claiming he's never met you. He didn't meet you at a con, and it was really funny. He was
Who's
well
that?
bitter and twisted. The Boston guy sort of voice. Statue Hunter 75. That guy.
Statue 175.
Yeah, yeah, him.
I've never met him.
You didn't meet him.
I don't think I met him. No.
Wow, he's really got a problem. But he's talking about having an issue with us guys across the pond. I assume that's us.
I never met him. I'm Statue 175.
Yeah.
No, he was being a dick. Oh no, do you know what happened was is he fell out with Longshot and
Well,
then
he's
what
not
happened?
from across the fucking pond, is he?
No, he fell out with Longshot and then they had an argument and then Longshot goes all like, yeah, something about his menstrual cycle and whatever else. And then he then they were arguing for a while. And Longshot, the thing about him is if he's got to be in his bonnet about someone, he won't let it go.
Yeah, I'll leave you
So
alone. Yeah.
he went on and on and on. And then on one of our videos, they started arguing. So I was like, come on, you two, leave it alone.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they carried on. And I was like, look, fucking just do this on your own channel, whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I told him to go fuck him. He started arguing, so I told him to go fuck himself. I can't remember.
Uh,
It weren't like
in his versions of event, you claimed that you met him at a con and thought he was a bit of an arrogant person or something, not very nice. And he was like, "Yeah, you did meet him, and all that's a lie." And it was just funny, really, because
I don't think I said
like he just brought it up like there was this sort of beef that I couldn't remember. I
I
don't
don't.
like, when someone like is harboring some sort of feeling, and you're just a bit like, dude, I don't like remember like ever like even giving you the time of day, let alone anything
Yeah.
else. It's just like weird.
I don't remember meeting him. I don't remember saying I met him.
That's what I'm saying. It was quite
The
funny.
thing that annoyed me about him was when he went to go to that guy Matthew Tina's house,
Yeah,
and
he's a
he was
good
just
friend.
going along, going, this is the exclusive. This is the blah 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 exclusive. This is the exclusive." And he's just like saying it every time, like really funny. And then he goes, "This is blah 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 9.8." Yeah, obviously, this is the way he talks. It's just like, you're a prick. But yeah, I don't know.
I didn't remember anything. I just didn't remember. But
I
he's like
don't.
come up on some channel and there was an interview, and I was a bit like, I know, seen him in a while. Let's see what he's been up to. And it was a bit, and then it started. And within 5 minutes it started, it was like some sort of. I'm not mentioning their name because I don't want it like it's just guys from across the pond, two guys. I was a bit like, dude, I just don't remember like ever like giving a squirt of piss.
What's
The
his
only
real
thing I
name?
remember about that guy was how close he used to be with his information. He's one
Yeah,
of the original culprits of never sharing any information about anything. You'd
yeah.
ask him questions because he was like the guy that you came in and he was like a reviewer, and you'd ask questions like, "Where'd you get
It's
this?"
just a
and "Who do
photo.
I contact with that?" And he would just be like, never give you nothing. So he ain't like a fucking everyman. He was like
No,
out for
no.
himself. That fucking cat. He's full of shit. He was
Yeah, I
out for
don't.
himself. He never gave any information away. He was always a guy that was a bit like, "I know people. You don't know people. I'm not fucking sharing." It was a bit like, okay, fine.
I
That's
don't
what I
remember.
remember.
I didn't even. I don't. I mean, like, there might have been an issue with when him and Longshot were arguing, and then I told him to like do it in their own fucking channel or whatever, and then Longshot stopped when I said that, and then he just carried on commenting, and I may have blocked him or something because he carried on doing it, and
Okay, well, that's not his
and
version.
then
I was just thinking because when he said like Alex met him at a con, like or said that he met him at a con, I was thinking like Alex goes to loads of cons and meets loads of people. Why would he lie about meeting fucking you? Of
I
all
don't
the
believe he
people
met him.
to lie about meeting him, of all people, I was sitting there thinking,
Unless
like,
you know, unless
listen,
what he's done.
I know a lot of things about you. And
Well,
there's one thing that
ditto.
it would never happen. I was just sitting there listening and thinking, there's a lot of
Yeah.
things he could say about Alex that if it was right, I'd be like, yeah, he's right. In fairness, he's well right. But that is not one of them. There's no way he's going, I met this guy if he didn't meet him. He's
The
like,
only
yeah,
thing,
he said he met me, but he didn't. He claimed all these things about my personality. He's never met me and all that. I was a bit like, I don't remember Alex ever telling me he's met him.
yeah.
Ever.
The only thing I can think about
It
is
doesn't
if
matter.
like
It's just funny.
you know,
You can watch it
we
just for
go,
shits and
yeah,
giggles because it's funny. It is funny.
when like when I've gone to a
He had this
con.
problem, like harboring this problem. And I was like, shit, did we have a problem?
No, well, I think the only issue was that he fell out with Longshot, and that was it really.
I didn't really ever
Um,
speak to him only because, like I said, I always any communication I ever had with him was very closed. It
yeah,
very much felt like, hey, new kid, shut
yeah,
your
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
mouth and don't worry about what I know and who I'm speaking to and how you get shit. Mind
Well,
your business. You go do your own thing. It was very closed, and I was a bit like, okay, well, fuck this then.
he was like BMR as well, like where it was always a bit, oh, why the fuck are these guys getting attention and not me? That
I
kind of
didn't know
thing.
what the crack was, but
But
like I said, I had conversed with him like on YouTube mostly, and like I
yeah,
said, I just got the impression that it was very much like mind your business.
I can't even remember his name
I'm not
now.
gonna help you, bro. I'm not gonna help you like find anything. Like who? Wow, who made this? Like go
Yeah,
fuck yourself. It was a bit like okay, well, it's like this is like them people you meet right where they like talk about their holiday and they're like, yeah, man, fucking I had this, I had a waiter, I had fucking this, it cost me this much money. All the details, every detail you can imagine, how much it costs, where you flew from, fucking everything you ever would want to know. And then you go, dude, where was that? And they're like, oh yeah, some like island
can't
just
remember.
near
Yeah.
fucking Thailand. And you're like, well, that's fucking really helpful. You tell me all the fucking details apart from where the fuck you went. And that's exactly the title. All the details, but like, nah.
So much drama in the beginning. There was a lot of drama. But the only thing I can think about is where if we were bitching about someone else and like he's so fucking got a bee up his fucking arse about us that he thought with. Do you know like when we were speaking about like but we don't we kind of not made up, but we kind of like not arguing anymore. But like with Jose Gonzalez or something like that, or someone like that, where we've said, oh, we met him at a con and this and this and this, but we didn't mention their names, and he's like going, oh, that's got to be me. That's got to be me. That's the
No,
only thing
but
I can think
do you
of,
know what the funny thing about it? Right after we had this problem, right? In the next sort of sentence, he talks about meeting Jerry Macaluso and what a lovely guy he is. And you're just sitting there going, you fucking tool. You just absolutely
Yeah.
killed yourself. Yeah, good sculptor, no problem. But honestly,
Yeah, Dean something. You're right, but I can't remember his name.
yeah, he's got
All right,
like
let's
a,
move on,
yeah,
man.
bit of a big,
Yeah.
but it's just like, you know what I mean? Jerry Macaluso, good person. What, the guy who fucking crippled loads of companies, put loads of people in debt, spent all their wages and their money. That same guy,
Lied
that
about
fucking guy.
lied about accounting. That's been taken to
Lied
court.
about their accountant, he went to jail. That fucking guy.
Went on to the Face Off show and no one liked him.
Went to fucking bought a Ferrari with everyone's wages. That guy.
And bragged about it.
What
And a
such
house
a
in
nice
Nevada.
guy. It's like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Honestly, you
All
couldn't.
right. Anyway,
you could
let's
write
move on
it
for
twice.
fuck's sake. I thought time was short. Jesus
It is,
Christ.
I've got to go.
All right. Next, they're doing the 1/10th line of Street Fighter, which is based on the poster below, which they were going to do for quite a while now. And now this is starting to see the light of day. So they're going to do
Yeah, I
all of
remember
those
this being
characters.
planned for a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think somebody fan arted this anyway beforehand.
I
A
don't
similar
know.
one.
Oh,
Yeah, they have.
oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. There was STL files. This is Shredder by the Cookie Brothers, which,
This
yeah,
is
this was
fucking next
special.
level.
This is
I
great.
love this. This looks great. Their fucking turtle line's well strong, man.
Yeah.
Such a fucking strong line.
I have to see in person, but the cape does look a bit chunky, but
Quite like the cape though. I certainly like it from the front, like the frontal view. Like that view, the first one, that one, first picture of it, like head on, like that.
Yeah.
Power, man, that looks good. That looks real good. Nice
I remember when the OG beef. Damn, we've been in this for a while. Well, George and I were talking the other day, and I think we posted our first video 10 years ago.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. God, this looks absolutely amazing, though. I wonder if there's an option to display without the cape.
I know, dude.
Just
I like the busted mask as well because it reminds me of that part in the film.
Yeah.
Where he pulls his mask down. It's like, I remember you.
In the cartoon, he's Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil did the voice for him in the cartoon from Fresh Prince.
Did they? Did he?
Yeah.
How my voice went. I was well surprised by that.
Oh man, I thought you chucked your nuts in your drawer or something.
Yeah, this looks really good, man. Amazing.
So
amazing looking piece. Fucking hell. Yeah, this is the mask one. This is the one I like. This one has like the pupils and the scarred face from Splinter doing him.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. Oh, Jonas, good timing, man. Good timing. Nah, this looks ridiculous. This is one of their strongest pieces. I think this is amazing.
This line is or at least should be the flat. I mean, look at that. That looks great.
17. Okay.
This should be like the flagship line for PCS at the moment, man. The Turtles line's very strong.
Yeah. Plot pictures. This is their line. So they put this out a little while ago, actually. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder 1/3, Movie Icons RoboCop 1/3, Ghostbusters Egon, Killer Instinct Sabrewolf 1/4, NBA 1/4 Jordan, Horror 1/3 Candyman, Mortal Kombat 1/3
Candyman. Awesome.
Femme Fatales, Lady
Come on,
Death,
that's got to be for you, innit, Al?
Marvel, can't do 1/3, man. Marvel Blade Museum Pose 1/3, Storm 1/3, Street Fighter Chung-Li Bust 1/1, Street Jam 110 Wave 1, Street Jam 110 Wave 2. They're the ones Dan and Ryu. Akuma 1/2 scale. Movie Icons Prince 1/3. Maybe we should have led with this. And they've also gone into Transformers. So Optimus Prime museum pose. So yeah, and then you got prototypes, Ken.
Yeah, Ken. Looks good.
And
They make
yeah,
great Street Fighter pieces that prototypes do.
is they done the 1/6 one or what's this then?
No idea. Don't ask me. Fuck knows.
If you look on the left side, look how big that blue one is.
Now look how big that bust is next to that other one. That's definitely 1/6 and 1/4, son. Definitely.
Is that like a weird perspective thing, or is that definitely
No,
just
that's
scale?
not a weird perspective thing. That definitely is not. That's definitely like different
Yeah,
scales.
yeah. There's the blue one. They look so cool like that when they're all together.
I know, just
He's
wicked,
like,
isn't it?
woo!
It's like a sweet shop, isn't it? It's like a fucking
Yeah,
sweet shop.
yeah.
Want to go in there and pick them up. Evil Ken looks good as well.
No, they all look the same size there, no?
They do look there, but that ain't the same shot. If you look, that ain't the same
Actually,
shot.
no. The red ones are small. Because if you look at the
Yeah,
blue
yeah.
one,
You're right. Yeah,
yeah,
there's two scales. There's two scales there
okay.
for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you
cool.
Ken.
I don't know what
Venom. This is
this
Venom
is.
from
Oh,
XM.
this is Venom XM in the factory. Then you got the Queen Studios Doctor Strange. And again, this looks crazy good. All the like the blemishes on his skin. It's crazy.
Too real, man.
He is too much.
I could never touch my cock again if something like that was in my room.
He's creepy,
Literally
man.
put my hand down there and then look and be like, ah, fuck.
Ah, yeah.
Be like, fuck off, Stephen. Stop looking at me, Stephen.
But no, the detail on that is obscene.
Who is this by?
A Queen. It's Queen.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Do you
This
want
is
to finish
awesome.
up on Darkseid or what do you want to do?
Yeah, let's finish up on this because this looks mint.
Darkseid live side bust, which is absolutely huge.
I love the concept of this though. Whoever designed this, like with the back of it, like the things either side, and then the back of it's the fucking him sitting on the throne.
Yeah,
I mean, that's genius. Look at that.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It looks like 1/6 scale of him on the back.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's quite exciting. It's quite very good though. It looks cool.
Paintwork looks fantastic. I think Darkseid's really nice, but the price is all over the place.
Really,
What's the price on it, Nick? That flame effect looks amazing.
Yeah, it's got a good effect. That light up's real nice.
Really good.
Just highlights it enough behind it where you're drawn to that fucking thing. The only problem with this is not being able to fucking see it.
Knowing he'll never be put on the screen anymore in this rendition. I thought that they spoke about Netflix buying it out. I thought Netflix were going to buy it out.
Confusion with all that. I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah.
They're moving on, isn't they? People just need to get fucking over it. That's where it's going. You've got to let it go now. You fought for it. You tried. You gave it everything you had. And I think it'll be a travesty. I think it's a real shame because I think we're probably due like another film or two to end this properly.
Yeah.
But you know, with moving forward,
Netflix,
you just empower the Snyder stuff anyway, because that's what will happen.
Yeah.
If they bring out stuff that ain't good enough, people are just gonna be like, well, it's never over.
But the thing as well is like, there's the other side of it where they can make it, and they'll just go, well, you're waiting too long, and there's always an excuse, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly.
But that is an amazing photo. Look at that. Look how stunning that looks.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's really impressive work. He looks fucking awesome. That's an amazing looking bus. I can only imagine how big that's going to be.
Yeah.
That could actually be close to 1/4 scale, that fucking thing sitting down there. Who knows? You just don't know.
Yeah. There you go. So 94 centimeters high, 79 centimeters wide by 60 deep. That's big.
Yeah, it is.
Edition size 99. Yeah. That's such a good paint up.
Yeah, unreal.
That is already up for pre-order. 3,500 USD.
Ouch.
Yeah, deposit of 1,015 USD.
No, sweetie.
Yeah.
Give me your fucking lunch money. Jesus Christ. All right.
More of it.
Pack it up and fucking call it a day, otherwise I'll get killed by my wife.
I got to go. I was meant to go into town with my girlfriend, and then she went in on her own. I got to go meet her now.
Oh, that's it. You've got to deal with that lateness.
Well, yeah. She was already pissed off with me chucking her back in the house and telling her to get the fuck inside and take the dog with her on Monday. Or
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah. You proper mouth chauvinist yourself up there, bro. Take yourself a tough time.
Yeah.
But you
Anyway.
live and learn.
Anywho. All right.
All right. Mad love to everybody. Thanks for joining us for the chat. We'll see you next week.
Everyone. Love you all. Thanks
God
for
bless.
watching.
Bye-bye.
Take care. We'll be back next week. Bye bye.